start scrolling. Today, I'm going to talk to you about stage fright. And even if you're not a performer, I'm hoping that you're going to take something away from this that might help you in the future. So, I'm going to hark back to when I first joined Stella Supernova. We had a gig coming up in the Queen's Market in Rill. I knew it was going to be quite a big gig. It holds about 500 people there, and they'd sold quite a few tickets. But we've been through like 6 weeks of rehearsal. We were sounding good, and we get to the night of the gig, and I'm absolutely bricking it. I've not been on a stage for like 14, 15 years before this night, and it was absolutely nerve-wracking. And we arrived there early, as you do, to set up and everything, and all through the setup and everything, I was just trying to think of an excuse to get out of playing this gig because my nerves were so bad. And I contemplated like hiding in the toilet, feigning sickness, or just disappearing. But ultimately, like, I knew that all these guys were depending on me, and I was kind of obligated to be there, and I wanted to do it for them more than anything. So I booked up the courage, and I got on the stage, and I'm looking at all these people just thinking, oh my God, what am I doing here? So anyway, the first song started, and my hands are like jelly. My mind's thinking I've never played guitar in my life before. My legs are like wet spaghetti, and I could barely hold myself up. I'm sweating profusely, and I'm just really not enjoying the idea of being on stage anymore. So anyway, we managed to get through that. I managed to get through the song. I made a couple of little mistakes and stuff, which I was really beating myself up about at the time. And then the second song came around, and as we were playing, people start getting up and start dancing and singing the songs back to us. And I'm thinking, actually, maybe they didn't see me make the mistakes, and they seem to be actually enjoying themselves. So we can't be that bad. Anyway, by the time the third song came along, I'm sort of getting into the flow of things, but I'm still absolutely bricking it. I'm so nervous. And I'm just waiting for the end of the gig so I can just go and get a beer and chill out and just hide for a bit, man, because it's all too much for me. Anyway, so the end of the gig comes round, and went and got a beer, did some schmoozing and what have you, like you have to after these sort of events, talking with the audience and what have you. Went home afterwards, and didn't really think about it again till the next week. And I was sort of sitting there reflecting on how it all went, and how frightened I felt at the time. And then something just clicked in my mind, and I was like, was I actually frightened? I didn't feel scared. I did feel very, very anxious. And I did feel very, very sort of like shaky and almost like an imposter, like I shouldn't have been there. But I kind of turned things on its head, or my mind turned things on its head and said, well, actually, you weren't afraid. You were excited. This is the culmination of all of the practice, all of the struggles you put yourself through, learning the songs, the stress of rehearsals and all of that sort of stuff. But it's also the culmination of a dream. I dreamt this for years and years and years since my last band, getting back out there, getting back on the stage, and the opportunity presented itself, and I took it. So if I was really afraid, I wouldn't have took it, right? So anyway, yeah, it just flipped into excitement. And now when I go to gigs, I still feel the same emotions, but I recognize them for what they are, which is excitement and pleasure, of being there. It's like just before you go on stage, your body says to yourself, oh, I know this is really important to you. I'm just going to dump a load of adrenaline into your system. Your hands are going to shake for a while, but this is to help you through. Okay. So with that in mind now, I just sort of like get on the stage and I feel super, super confident now. I know that my body's dumping all these chemicals, my brain's dumping all these chemicals into my system to help me get through it because it wants me to succeed, right? So when you're thinking, oh, I've got stage fright, I'm sweating, I'm nervous, I can't do it, You can. You know the songs, you know them backwards, right? It's not fright, it's excitement. And I'm going to leave you with that thought because I know that many times during a person's life, they're going to encounter situations where they feel like this. And perhaps they feel like they're not good enough. Perhaps they feel like they're an imposter. And this dumping of chemicals into your body by your brain is a mechanism for helping you through that. So these are just sort of like the physical symptoms of your brain helping out your body to get through a certain situation. Now, it doesn't apply in all situations. Sometimes you are genuinely scared about things, but when it comes to like performances and whether it's a job interview, whether you want to speak to somebody about something that's been bugging you, you want to speak to your boss or a relative or anything like that, and you're getting these feelings, yeah, it's not fear, it's excitement. So I'll leave you with that for now, and I'll see you in the next video. Ta-ra.